Hey, what is up, everybody? Today we are going to try to get to Platinum. I think I'm in Gold Tier 1. Yeah, with one win to go. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do one or two matches as usual. I've been having some success with this historic Jund deck that I made. I kind of tried to base it off the modern Jund list. So with like early cheap removal and Bloodchief's Thirst and Fatal Push, obviously the discard spells, Inquisition and Thoughtseize. Abundant Harvest just because I have one of them. I maybe should take it out and just play something else, but I think it's low cost, and I think Abundant Harvest is a good card. If I had more spots to make them, I might play more. I don't know. For now, it's fun to just have the one that I have in here. So I'm a big fan of Glint Sleeve Siphoner. I think that if you can get it out early and they don't kill it, it's just like really easy card draw. We have so many removal spells. It's really easy to just get the opposing creatures out of the way to attack with it. It has Menace, so they have to block with 2. So they have to have 2 blockers. Again, this isn't like Abundant Harvest. It probably shouldn't be in the deck. I don't think it really fits with what we're doing exactly. But I think it's good enough, and I think it's fun, so I play it. Valky is a one of fun of as well. Valky's kind of just too fun not to play. Scavenge is a great card, good creature, good graveyard removal as well. Kroxa, awesome card. I've had some trouble with playing Kroxa and tried to escape things. When I bring in Cling to Dust, sometimes I can't escape it. Also, Scavenging Ooze, trying to eat creatures to grow, sometimes prevents me from escaping it. So I don't know if 2 is the right answer. For now, it's been fine. I've escaped it, I think, in 2 games and won both the games easily, specifically because I escaped it. So Assassin's Trophy could just be another Maelstrom Pulse. Historic might be slow enough that that's okay. Right now I'm just running a split with an extra Maelstrom Pulse on the sideboard. I can maybe just play 2 Maelstrom Pulse. I kind of like having the curve be low. So I'm not sure. I like it there for now. Murderous Rider and Bonecrusher Giant are just awesome cards. Without having a ton of extra card draw, this just gives you card advantage. Really have been liking both of those cards. Liliana Waker of the Dead, kind of in place of Liliana of the Veil. I only have one of her. I crafted her just for this deck because I thought she would fit well. Just like Jund Midrange, we want to play a low resource game. So having each player discard a card is kind of what we want with our higher card quality top decks than most opponents who are maybe playing low to the ground creature aggro. They're playing a combo deck. They're playing a control deck, but we can empty their hand and they're just top decking, counter spells when we already have creatures on the board, or they're top decking other things that aren't useful. They top deck like a Lightning Helix, but Liliana Wake of the Dead's already above 3, so what are they going to do? Waste it on her just to prevent her from ultimating? Not sure. But I think that's she's pretty good, kind of fits what we're doing. Chandra's just really good. These other things at the bottom are just super powerful cards. Questing Beast, Alder Gargaroth, Nissa, Liliana, Garruk. I don't know. I haven't been super happy with having 2 of these at the top end. I draw them a lot early game and then I never cast them. So it's possible I want to just bring in some cheaper stuff. Like maybe I can cut one of these top end things for like another Bonecrusher Giant. That'd probably be more in line with what we want to do. And maybe we could move on to the sideboard. I mean, I have this in the sideboard for control. I think, like I tend to do, I just like playing these cards because they're fun. But I don't know if it's really where we want to be. I might just cut Liliana Dreadhorde General and just keep them and play like another Bonecrusher. Just have early interaction and get on the board and put a clock on our opponent, because I hate having these cards and not being able to cast them. Getting 6 lands in play isn't exactly what we want to be doing, but it just often happens in slower formats, like Historic, compared to Modern, when I say slow. So I might try that. Let's try cutting Liliana and just play another Bonecrusher. And we'll hop into traditional Historic here and see how it goes. Sorry for not showing you the sideboard again. In between games, I might go over a little bit, but with the time restrictions, I might not be able to. Kind of looks like my usual sideboard where I just play. I end up just kind of playing a lot of one-ofs that have overlapping utility. Seems to be the way I like to play Magic. So I have like Erebos' Intervention, some Ashiok's, Actually, you got a brief glimpse of it. I guess you could go back and pause when I looked at it briefly. Yeah, Legion Warboss for control, extra discard, extra removal, graveyard hate, the usual. Winning a die roll is pretty nice. This is definitely good enough. So we have no red mana, I'm realizing, which is not great. So maybe that's a reason not to keep this. We could just die if we don't ever find red. I actually think I'm going to mulligan it because of that, and I have no early interaction. So I think we keep this. Even though it's not much better, but at least we can play this, this, and this, and put back Nissa. Alright. We'll just play this tap because we have no reason not to. Might draw Bone Crusher or something that we want to cast on one. Alright, I think we're going to Valky here, maybe? Or do we just Kroxa? It's possibly Kroxa, because if we Valky, we can Valky take something that's better than it maybe in the future and transform it in the same turn. I'm not really sure. Taking a good creature that they want to play though next turn is probably good. They'll just kill it and get it back almost assuredly. Tricky. Alright. We're just going to make an executive decision and go with Kroxa. I'm not really sure the correct answer there. Well, that's not great. We might be cutting Kroxa in this matchup. Is it Phoenix is where we're at. Okay. Drawing no lands is not good. Helping them discard Phoenix was not great. I think we're dead. They can just go Finale of Promise if once they get things in the graveyard, of course. So they'll opt. They need a sorcery as well. Then they auto get back Phoenix. They didn't opt because they want to do it all in one turn. Might be a little greedy. Not a good start for our hero, Jund. Not a good start for our hero, Jund, guys. I almost just want to concede right now. There's so little chance of winning this game. Maybe next turn. But if I can find a land, maybe kill with Murderous Rider. Maybe we can like find a way if we draw a bunch of lands, get back in it. But I think we're so far behind here. Our odds of winning are very slim. Yep, we are dead. Is there any reason to show them anything in our hand? I don't think so. Definitely playing one of the more top tier decks. Alright, well, we don't really want to use that. I don't really want Kroxa either. Removal and hate. Exiling seems good. Exiling the graveyard seems good. Finding ways to kill the big thing seems good. So we'll just bring in all this. Duress isn't bad. Cling to Dust isn't bad. These big things are really slow. I don't really want them. This exiles the Phoenix as well and can kill a non... Yeah, I probably still want this too. The Storming Entity, if they have nothing up to pump it, it can still kill it. Bonecrusher Giant kills Phoenix, but it's not great. Maybe I'd just rather have like Duress. Plus it, Anger of the Gods kills my own creatures. Maybe that's a reason not to bring in Anger of the Gods. It kills a lot of my own stuff. But I really want to exile their Phoenixes, and so if they have a good turn, I can just kill it. And we kind of just need to bring in Baleful Mastery as well. Fatal Push kills not much. Trondra can win if we go long and they can't counter it. Is that better than something else, like a Nissa? Chandra, Questing Beast. Valky is not great, but if you top deck later or take a creature and they can't kill it, it kind of slows him down, which I kind of like, but he's not that good. I maybe just want to take something else, like an Inquisition or a Thoughtseize. Maybe just a Braid. I'm going to try a little bit of discard just in case I can take one of their cheap spells. Not really sure. Hopefully we have a better opening 7 here. Not really. We probably should have just kept it. Now we have no black and no way of casting any of this stuff. But that hand was so slow. I don't see any way we win with that last hand, doing nothing. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, we only had Murderous Rider. Like, they just pop off and go crazy. We have none of our hate cards. If this had black mana, I'd be tempted to try this, but we can't keep this either. We're going to keep this and be unhappy about it. Not really a good showing. First game, unfortunately. It's a decent draw, but see what happens. Probably just have to kill that, unfortunately. So what do we want here? Double black. We probably need to put this... Do we want double red, which we have? We don't have double green. We don't have double black either, which kind of sucks. We have green with this, so we're going to play this on red, I think. More green for Skoos could be really good, but we do have double red cards. So I'm going to risk it and play it on red. We're just going to kill this. I think going to 5 here kind of spells our doom. Need to get lucky here. Honestly, I don't even know what we're looking for. Like, we need lands and good spells. I mean... We'll play it. Could be correct to hold it up and try to kill a Phoenix, but I think that's a losing proposition. Does not want to race. And I can't kill it. I don't want them to draw a card. So I think we're just going to wait. It's possible letting them draw a card is better than letting them have this Phoenix, but Deciding if I want to just cast it and start attacking. For the sake of making the video more fun, that's what we're going to do. I'm really hesitant that that's correct. But if they want to counter it, that's okay. I'll be glad I did it. Okay. They kill their own thing just so they can get it back later. I think that's fine with me. Now if they play Stormwing or something, I can try to kill it with Murderous Rider. They counter it, untap it, kill Bloodchief's Thirst maybe, and keep the pressure, but... Ugh. Yep. It's a pretty good finale, I promise. I'm not gonna lie. Do we draw a card and lose 4 life? We don't have double, but we can't do it anyway, never mind. We only have one other black. This could be a lot of Phoenixes. I'm not even looking at what they're discarding, so our chances, I think, of winning aren't very high, but... Let's see what they get back here. I think I probably will Murderous Rider. Even one Phoenix, I think is fine. I know they can just bring it back, but I don't see how I win if I don't just try to kill them. No other green mana. We definitely don't want that. Let's just play this. Say go. Maybe we can get to a point where we can draw cards with Castle Octoyan. Gonna be tough to get through all these blockers. Okay, so we'll Bloodchief's Thirst that and try to attack again. I wonder if we draw green mana, what we do. We probably still just try to kill it with Bloodchief's Thirst. Interesting. It's like, do we just get Nissa down and just get in there? They could counter it. They could do all kinds of things. They could draw 2 cards this turn and then kill one of my creatures, turn around, kill Nissa. I think we're doing this. We're going to kick it. Because they're going to play one spell like an Opt, and then buff this, and then kill my creature for free, and I really didn't want that. I'm not sure if this is correct. This could be a game-losing play on my part, but we'll see. But letting a Stormwing go crazy is never a good idea. You see the turns they have when they just, like, play a bunch of spells, prowess it 3 or 4 times, and then get back like 1 or 2 Phoenixes and attack for 1,000, I'm basically dead. But maybe if they did that, I could untap and just kill them back. I don't know. I feel like I took the safer play, the less risky play, and that could be wrong. Okay. So they're going to get back at least 1 Phoenix, if not more than 1, depending what they draw in this card. I guess they're hoping to shock it as well, the Murderous Rider. Yeah, so getting back multiple Phoenixes is a little crappy. I think we got to keep the pressure up, though. Yeah. Okay. Kind of sucks. Because now they can trade both Phoenixes for my Nissa land. But then they're not killing Nissa, so I think that that's fine. And I know that they can't counter it now, so that's what we're doing. What do we want to untap here? Probably just a pathway? Nah. We'll do this. And I think we're going to attack with everything. Yeah, I think so. And if they want to block and trade and then get them back, which they probably will, that's fine. But then they're not killing Nissa. I guess they could get him back and kill her, and then we're just dead. But if we don't do anything there, I don't know. We have a chance to win. I think Expressive Iteration there pretty much guarantees we die because they'll kill Nissa and we have nothing. Maybe we can top deck something awesome like Chandra. Does that even win us the game? I mean, like Awaken Inferno. Anger of the Gods, maybe, actually. Could drag us back into the game. Could be a good top deck. To any kind of our graveyard hate. It's possible I don't have enough, or I just haven't drawn it. I'll have to look at the sideboard again, I'm not sure. Just haven't drawn anything. So maybe the attack was bad last turn. Just let them kill Nissa if they want and then attack. Maybe. I think we're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus a 9. Need Anger of the Gods here. So that attack with Nissa maybe was bad. Honestly, I don't think it mattered either way, looking at this. Maybe we go fetch up a land to get that out of our deck. I think that's what we do. Try to draw Anger of the Gods. So let's thin it. Let's thin out our lands. I'm just going to get the mountain just because I know I need double red. I don't think it really matters. So it is leaving it double red for me. That's good. We did not draw what we needed. We are dead. Not a good showing. We're going to try another one here and hope it goes a little better. Let me look at the sideboard real quick. Because like any kind of graveyard hate there, and I think we've been fine, but I just think we had bad draws. We had to mulligan to 5 the second game. Glintsleeve looking absolutely horrendous there. Like that's why I think these two cards, being fun of cards, might be good in lower levels. Once you get higher playing the literal top tier net decks, not great. So here's Graveyard, Graveyard. This does exile creatures. This is Graveyard, so we have 2 of those. And Cling to Dust. Do we need some other way of just nuking the graveyard? It's possible we do. And I can cut something. I mean, maybe we don't need this because we have Maelstrom Pulse, Bedevil, things that hit Planeswalkers, artifacts, creatures, enchantments. 2 Maelstrom Pulses is good. I might just cut this for something that's just more of a straight graveyard, because the graveyard just, there's so much shit in this format that just deals with the graveyard. The easiest solution is just to grab a Soul Guide Lantern, because you can pop it whenever you want to, which is why I think I'm going to do that. These cards, if you don't draw them early, they're horrendous top decks. Maybe the Glint Sleeve just isn't good enough, and we need to do something else. Something else early to interact with our opponent. Do we have 3 Thoughtseizes? We could just go up on Thoughtseize and just try to have that on 1. Or just get like have like a main deck actual exile removal spell. Just do like Pillar of Flame or Scorching Dragonfire just to have that in the main deck as an extra removal spell. I like things that can go face though too, is the only thing. But I don't have a ton of reach outside of Bone Crusher Giant, I guess, so maybe it's not really worth it to have like one Pillar of Flame. I just wish this could hit the opponent as well. We're gonna try it. I just think Wind Sleep was so bad there. This is obviously reactionary. I wouldn't recommend doing what I'm doing. But I'm only doing it because I know that the cards I'm playing are already suboptimal to begin with. So it's a lot easier for me to like take them out on a whim because they're so borderline to begin with. But I wouldn't like rage cut a land or or anything like that. I might be learning my lesson to just keep these in the dark just to hit our lands and make sure we can play spells and stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And probably just play this on one, and then if it's a land, put it to the bottom, obviously. I think we'll keep that. Something to do on two. Okay. Well, let's find out if it's like Niv or whatever else is going on here. Looks like Niv Mizzet. So the thing we care about the most, we don't want them getting lands in play, so I think we're just going to take Growth Spiral. These other things don't matter a ton. And then we're just going to get a tap land down, because Fabled Passage could help us kill what with Revolt? Does it even matter? Do we just thin our deck now? It's really, really marginal. It helps us kill this, I think, so I think not. Because, yeah, we can use this to trigger Revolt. Okay. We will Abundant Harvest for non-land. Abundant Harvest looking decent here. Leon Winker of the Dead's okay. Just keep our life total high. We have nothing else to do right now. And go Liliana and Anissa is really strong. We will just discard some of these lands. Discard a Fabled Passage here, I think. Can't imagine they have like counter magic. Like they might have a way of killing this, obviously.
This battle is going to end on my terms.
They could just get rid of probably that or land, but they need their lands in Niv. Good thing is this can kill the first Niv. That's probably smart. Yeah, ramping in this deck is pretty good, especially with any color. So Prismari Command's a really solid addition to this Niv Mizzet deck. Discarding 2 lands. Okay, so they have a lot of lands. We'll discard Fabled Passage. And so we'll have 3, so we can kill a 3.
We're doing things my way.
I guess we're going to untap into Nissa here. They're going to Yasharn. We'll maybe be forced to Maelstrom Pulse it. I think we are. Man, we could, yeah, Maelstrom Pulse and Valky, and try to take if they drew a creature, just take it. We could kill this with Liliana if we Fabled Passage, which isn't bad. And then Nissa. Players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells, so I can sacrifice a land permanent. So that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to go get green. I'm not really sure. Kind of have everything. We do need double red. Alright, we'll go get that. Kill this. We'll Nissa. We'll untap the mountain, I think. If we untap the Overgrown Tomb, we could have Valkied, so that was maybe a mistake on my part, but I kind of want to like use the extra mana to use the Planeswalker part of this. But if they had Niv Mizzet, I could have taken it, so that could be a game-losing mistake, but it's good to think through these things. What do we want to discard? One, two, three, four, five, six. So we can't cast this. One, two. If we can untap it actually and cast it. Yeah, I kind of assumed that'd be a concession, which is why I went for that. Okay, Inquisition's probably not super good. Fatal Push not looking really good either. Just kills Yasharn. I'd probably rather bring in something like, let's see, Bedevil kills everything. This is good. Do they search their library? Not really. Exiling is good. I might like Duress is probably decent. Inquisition just doesn't seem to hit a whole lot that we care about late game. Obviously, early game it does. Oh, we're missing a card. I did not realize that. Maybe we do want to try to discard them out after all. Bone Crusher kills like almost nothing, but it does kill them. It's possible we just want to cycle into better things. Killing Yasharn seems like a good thing to do. Is there anything that just does nothing? Maybe we do want more Thoughtseize. This doesn't kill anything. I'm not... Kind of wish I had more time sometimes. I think this looks okay for now. This can gain us life, which is decent, and kill a big thing late game. Is that better than anything? Wow, this stuff's pretty good. I think we'll try this. Let's see if we can get lucky again here on the draw. They had a little bit more of an anemic draw that game, despite getting to kind of cast some of their spells and do some things. I mean, this has Thoughtseize and a Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher's, again, not good, but this has our lands, which we just want to hit lands in this game. It's how we lose if we don't, because they're almost certainly going to with how many lands they have in their deck. So we'll keep this, even though it's slow. Hope to draw some gas. I'm not super excited about it, but it's alright. Going to this into this seems pretty good. We just need to make sure we get double green, so I'll have to do this on green and this on green. So we'll wait on this. If they bring in sweepers, we might be in trouble. Abundant Harvest is okay. We'll just take Growth Spiral, I think. This is blue, right? Yep, so they can, so we'll just take one of these. Probably go Swamp next turn. And just hit them with Bone Crusher just to try to get damage, because this might turn into just a Slugfest race. Then we're going to have to go green with this, and then fetch green. Because they'll grow Spiral, they'll go to 4 lands. They'll probably Abundant Harvest for a non-land. So yeah. We're hoping they're a little slow here. There's no reason to risk getting counter or something. We know we're going to do this, we'll just do it now. If they end up playing a creature with 2 toughness or less, then we got punished, but it's highly unlikely. It's probably smart to thin their deck if they don't want more lands. Wonder if they got Yasharn, though, actually. Yasharn can trade with both of our creatures, so it'd be nice to get a removal spell for that. Okay. Thought Distortion. Well, the joke's kind of going to be on them because we don't have those cards in hand. So again, we need to fetch green. I don't want to play a black this turn because to have Murderous Rider up because I really want to Questing Beast on 4. So I think we're going to play this on green and cast Bonecrusher Giant. And then we're going to have to fetch our basic forest next turn to play Questing Beast. And if they can somehow Thought Distortion us soon, they're going to be really sad. If they have like a sweeper or something, we can't really play around it. And I'm certainly not going to wait for them to visit us, so we're just going to do this and go. See what happens. They have to have some kind of instant speed removal, right? Like, it'd be just nuts if they did not. I assume we're getting Thought Distortion next turn. Yeah. Yep, that makes sense. So this is turning in one of those games that Jund is disfavored, where the game goes long and eventually they just top deck Niv Mizzet and you just lose because they draw 4 or 5 cards that are all good. You know, we have nothing. Yeah, they're going to be a little unhappy about that. Dovin's Veto. Thoughtseize we don't really care about. Not having double black kind of sucks, because we can't cast this Murderous Rider now to get it on the board, but that's probably okay. So in that case, we're just going to play this and look for some gas on top. Glad we did it, because we don't want to draw that. I'd say just be ready for them to top deck something good, because they have a lot of, they have a lot of bombs. So once they top deck something good, we're in a really bad spot. It's interesting that they don't want to Thoughtseize this Murderous Rider. I think we're just gonna put them dead on board. Like, I don't really, because if they draw any creature they want to play, they'll just Thoughtseize it first. So we're just gonna play it as a creature. And if they don't draw a removal spell, the game's over, I guess. It's kind of a non-game. Look for a removal spell here or a Niv Mizzet. Lightning Helix will do it. That keeps him alive. Probably want to kill the bone. They might kill the Murderous Rider, actually. They just quit, huh? They weren't dead. I guess they just didn't like their spot. Fair enough. But you can see that's a little more how the deck works. I'm kind of tempted to play another one just because these games have been not very interactive. Oh, maybe we'll try one more with Jund. Then I suppose I'll move on with my weekend here and try to get some things done. God, my wife's telling me they had 42 admissions to Mayo Clinic last night where she works. That's 42 admits for them is a ton overnight. That's insane. Busy weekend for her, unfortunately. This is basically a Sneaper Keeper, so that is a Snap Keep for those who do not know that language. But we are now in Platinum, so I'm sure that the decks we're playing against will be a little more top tier, a little more net decked. We'll see. The card looked really, really strong last game. I kind of want to play more of them. We'll go Blood Crypt Thoughtseize. See what's up here. So we're playing against Bant Angels. So do we just take Collected Company because it's their best card, even though they have 2 lands? Can't kill this. We can kill this. Collected Company is just their best card, so I'm just going to take their best card. I think could be screwed regardless, but them doing that at the end of turn is not great. Whenever another angel, so we can't kill this with Scorching Dragonfire unless we kill it now, so I think we have to kill it now. Which just means we cannot Inquisition away Righteous Valkyrie, which I really want to do. So basically, do we kill Youthful Valkyrie, or do we Inquisition Righteous Valkyrie right now? And hope to kill this some other way, because right now it's only a 1-3. I'm not really sure the correct thing here, but I'm going to just kill this now. The hope is that way it doesn't get a +1/+1. They can't mimic, so they're going to play Righteous Valkyrie this turn. And I'll maybe draw another land and can kill it with Bloodshie's Thirst. Okay. So we're getting there. We can Inquisition away one of their lands, which I think I'm going to do. Meaning their Glassful Mimic. Or do we take Skyclave? That's interesting. I think I'm going to take Glassful Mimic, and if they Skyclave, we can kill it. Probably going to Bloodshie's Thirst this with full cost next turn. We already know they have Skyclave in hand. I kind of want to kill the Skyclave with my Bone Crusher Giant. So I might just Liliana this. Damn it, I need something else. I need something else in my graveyard to do that, so I cannot do that. Okay. So we're going to play this on green, I think. And we'll just full cost kill this. Resplendent Angel. So my plan is to kill that with Liliana and hope they Skyclave it and then kill. So we have 4, yeah. So we'll Liliana this.
Address me as Queen of the Dead.
I'm hoping they Skyclave it and we can kill it with Bone Crusher. Play Skoos. That's exactly what we wanted, so now we get a free 4/4 here. So they're kind of in trouble. I don't see any reason to wait around to do this. I'm just going to do it now. Kind of wish that wouldn't have tapped my green source. So because it did that, I'm just going to play this. If we shock this in, we can eat something and Castle Lochdoyan. So we can attack and pump this, create an angel. So we're going to get a 4/4. So that worked out pretty well for us. I think our hand, we had some good draws and it lined up pretty well. So I don't think Thoughtseize is very good. We probably just want to have more things that kill things, obviously. I don't know if this is going to do enough damage to kill everything. So we're probably just going to bring in... Maelstrom Pulse seems really good. Bedevil seems okay. Bone Crusher just doesn't kill, like, literally anything. This doesn't kill much either. Nixilis' Cruelty is probably just better. Valky seems decent. Taking their hand apart seems okay. Garruk seems like really ambitious. This seems okay to kill a big thing. Maybe cut one Bone Crusher for something that can kill a bigger thing, like Erebos' Intervention. They can't... it's not searching their library. This is where I wish I had Grafdigger's Cage. So maybe that's a mistake. Maybe I want Grafdiggers instead of Soul Guide Lantern to prevent them from doing the 4-mana instant seed spell that gets 2 creatures. Collected Company. Baleful Mastery could be okay. Is it better than anything I already have? I'm not really sure. Maybe it's better than Scorching Dragonfire, which doesn't kill a lot. There are things outsize it really fast. I wish I knew all the freaking things in their deck. Maybe I'm gonna keep in Scorching Dragonfire. Maybe I need to cut like something else. Cut some more top end and just interact. Interact early. Let's try this. One of those things we just want to kill everything they play and then just have like 1 threat, 2 threats. Bone Crusher is good at killing Skyclave Apparition. I mean, that was just nuts that game. We need to draw lands or we lose. But at 1 land and we can kill 2 things and take something. I think we're going to try it. We've got 2 draws to draw 1 land. They can even be untapped because we're going to Inquisition on 1. Nothing on 2, and then maybe kill something on 3. So we might get run over here. Them mulliganing is not bad for us. Murderous Rider is good if we can draw land. Let's take their best thing here. What is this? So that protects their things. Them gaining life is really annoying. I think I'm just going to take the Soul Warden, because I can always kill this. And then they just have nothing to play early, which favors us the long game. Thoughtseize for Collected Company. It's reason to leave in Thoughtseize, I guess. Not bad. Okay, so we're going to play this. And do nothing. What do we want to fetch with that? So we have double green here. So we probably need to fetch green, which means we're not going to have double black. What's more important, double black or double green? Probably double black for Murderous Rider. So I think we are going to fetch a swamp. And see what happens. If we get to 5 lands and can't cast our 2 bombs, that sucks. Well, we have 2 removal spells already, so maybe we do just fetch green and play for the long game. We have more swamps in the deck anyway. Maybe I'm changing my mind. Actually, I think I only have 1 forest. So maybe I can't fetch green anyway. I have 2 removal spells, so maybe I'm going to take green and just play for the long game. There are more swamps in the deck, so I'm more likely to draw a swamp. We got there anyway. I think we're just going to have Nixilis' Cruelty this. Well, Nixilis' Cruelty here. Maybe I should have Maelstrom pulsed it. That way I could kill one of these creatures at instant speed with Obnoxious Cruelty when they do it end step. So maybe that was a mistake. But I was getting greedy and hoping to kill 2 things with this. We need to get double black in play. These both enter tapped. So we can't do anything on end step. So we're going to take a decent hit from whenever they play here. And then we hope they hit 2 of the same thing and we can Maelstrom Pulse. Is a land good if we see one? I'm not even sure. Is Bone Crusher good enough? Doesn't block anything they play and doesn't kill anything they play. So I don't think it is. My hunch is that that's not good enough. So this is kind of the game here. Let's see what they hit. Pretty good. What, they gain 8 life? Is that how that works? And then they're both going to become huge, but Maelstrom Pulse is real good as long as they don't have another protection spell. That's totally fine with us. Oh my Jesus Christ. This is exactly how this game just gets out of whack. Do you guys see what just happened at Collected Company? That was insane what just happened. Holy crap. That was nuts. So we obviously have to Maelstrom Pulse these. I think we're still just dead because they just pump this and kill us, which sucks. I guess we'll make them do it. We'll make them do it. And they pump here and we're dead. They didn't pump. I don't... Did they just make a mistake? They might have just made a mistake. We can play Elder Gargaroth here and block the big thing. Which we will do. Them being at 70 though, and us at 2 doesn't bode well for us. We have no way of having a permanent leave the battlefield. But we can attack. He can double block. I think we will attack. There's no reason for him to block. I mean, it just makes no sense. But now we can Murderous Rider this. Quitting at 71. I mean, he might be just like next level smart, being like, I cannot beat Elder Gargaroth. This card's going to take over the game. I can't beat it. Conceding there is still insanely early to me, but yeah, they threw that game. So we should have lost that game, obviously. He should have just pumped his Angel and we would have lost. But they made a mistake. So we'll open our pack here in video, and then we'll probably call it quits. Another Mythic is pretty good. God, I have so many of these cards. I almost have to make a deck with this just because, but this card's just 4 mana 2/2. It's not good enough even with Magecraft. Man, they made Doomblade a rare. Jesus. Anyway, I'll save gold for now. Thanks for watching, guys. But yeah, this deck is fun. So we went 2-1. Obviously, we should have lost that last game, but maybe we would have taken game 3 on the play. So it's not like we would have lost the match for certain. But you can kind of see the power in the deck. To me, it feels a lot like Modern Jund, and I really like Modern Jund because you kind of have a chance in every matchup. You have a lot of decisions. And I'm going to go ahead and look at this sideboard real quick. I'll probably do it off screen, but I'm probably going to force Grafdigger's Cage in here. And then in the matches that I bring in Grafdigger's Cage from the sideboard, I'll just cut the Kroxa. Because Grafdiggers would have helped us a ton there with that Collected Company. So I'll rework this a bit. Maybe I don't want Legion Warboss or some of these other things. But anyway, yeah. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.